VGC is supported by Patreon. Check out patreon.com/videogameschronicle for more podcasts, ad-free browsing and extra content. Thank you for your support. Hello there and welcome to VGC. My name's Chris Scullion and today we're taking a look at Forza Horizon 6 running on the Xbox Series X. I am joined by the glamorous Sunday driver Jordan Lidler to make sure that I don't go off track here. Jordan, how are we doing today?
Oh, Chris, I think this patter is running out of fuel, much like Paisley is at the moment. But you know where it's got plenty of fuel? Japan, the lovely island nation of Japan. So why does it look like you're driving about anywhere in Johnny England right now?
I think you'll find the kids call it Nihon. This is, it's interesting because obviously as good as Forza Horizon is and as good as they like to jump from region to region, they can't get away from the old off-road racing, can they? Yeah. they've always got to find a mucky field somewhere just to get it going. Before people complain in the comments, the preview build that I played for this is locked to quality mode. I know you get a lot of people saying, I can't believe you're playing a racing game at 30 FPS. I had no choice. This is what they gave us, so performance mode will be coming.
See, to be fair, look at that bonnet. Look at those trees going past that shiny bonnet.
Listen, as far as trees go, they're up there, quite literally.
Come on now.
But yeah, like you say, this is now in Japan. Obviously, last year the last game was in Mexico. Before that was sunny Edinburgh and parts of the UK, which are less important. But Japan's a great kind of place for it here. You're seeing a race just now. I'm going to then cut to footage of just like generally driving about. I was given the whole map to explore for this, so just 3 races, but actually the whole map, which was quite cool. So I spent
launching a sedan round the side of Mount Fujisan as they call them,
pretty much, and off it quite frequently as well, which is kind of the way it has to go. Right,
we have a lot of questions from the VGCers, but I have a most important question. Is my number one enemy back? Did you start this game and did she go, "Hi Chris, I see you're in Japan now"?
Your number one enemy is back, and it's even more confusing now for you specifically because Anna is back, as you can see at the bottom left of the screen. She's still there, and she will say, "Hi Jordan," but to make matters more confusing, one of the main kind of NPCs is called Jordan.
Good.
So that now makes things even more confusing. A male, you'll be happy to hear. As opposed to a supermodel, but so that will confuse you specifically because you won't really know which Jordan she's addressing. But yeah, she's back and she does still say your name, which is distressing. But luckily she can kind of be ignored for the most part again, which is nice.
Do you want to get into some of these questions? I'll shout them at you, and you can tell me what's hot and what's popping.
Let's do it.
Right. First of all, Easby, these come from the VGC Discord, by the way, get involved. Easby says, how do the cars sound? It's a weird question, but I like it when a car sounds like a lion. Car noise is good?
Car noise is fine. No lions yet. I believe that's what they use for the TIE fighters in the Star Wars series. Yeah. But yeah, no, they sound fine. I mean, the cars they gave me were... I was going to bring up my PDF here so I can get a reminder of the cars, but they're all very old cars. Nothing like brand new or and shiny yet. So I was given a Nissan Silva Case 1989, a GMC Jimmy 1970, and a Toyota Celica GT4 ST205 1994. The one all the kids were hoping for.
What was that second one?
The GMC Jimmy. For your Jimmy in the City of Sex, that one.
I think that's Russ Abbott's favourite car I've heard. One for the teenagers there. I assume that it's the same kind of like if you have a mental surround sound, it does all your gimmicks that you want. Watching this footage right now, not to jump around, this is so Gran Turismo at the moment, and I know it's just because it's like Japanese motorways and that's what it looks like, but man, it really is.
And it's really also, we'll touch on it later, but if people watching Rewind back, I've just come out of Osaka tunnels and now I'm in Tokyo, so there's a question about how the map gets thrown about, that they go mental with the map like they usually do. But yeah, the car sounds are so far so good. Like I say, I was only given 3 cars, so I don't really get the chance to like try electric cars or brand new supercars or anything like that. It's 3 kind of normal cars. You always say that so that you can't really tell yet, but so far no real complaints, I don't think.
Fair. Teneri Harp asks, in other games you basically get given cars for driving into lampposts. Do you think there's a good balance between the game rewarding you for cars and obtaining them? I think they're referring to the fact that the Horizon games have always been very good at basically everything you do gives you score and like builds up your multiplier. Are we looking at the same thing again here? Is this a very familiar road to be driving down?
It's hard, very good. It's hard to tell because at this stage, like I say, I was given the 3 cars. There are other cars dotted around, which are basically kind of aftermarket cars, they call them. So you're driving about. I managed to get one of them, and they're kind of just parked at the side of the road. And you walk over, someone says, "You want to buy my motor off me?" I don't want it anymore. And you go, "All right." So you get these kind of special cars. They still has, as you can see here, it's still got this kind of scoring system where you build up, you chain together like cool things like drafting and drifts and stuff like that, and that levels you up. It's not showing you what happens when you level up. It's filling the wee gauge and then going ting, but then it doesn't give you. In the last game it gave you wheel spins, and that's where you got all the cars, basically the slot machine thing, and it just threw cars at you like confetti. So it's not clear yet whether the wheel spin is back, because so far you see it here. Oh, no, you won't. But when that fills up, it does nothing just now. So I don't know whether that's going to do a wheel spin again or not. But
let me tell you, what it should be? A pachinko machine. They should drop down into a pachinko machine with all different cars and stuff like that. If they've not thought of that, get them all sacked. Don't actually, but
that would be exceptional.
Good, because I really like that stuff. It's always the funny thing when you log back into Horizon. It's like, hello Jordan, you have 47,000 wheel spins. Do you want to go and do them? And I like that stuff. I also like because it started as the fun brother to the main series, but it just kind of is the main series now. It was always nice to be rewarded for being a bit of a dafty when it came to the driving.
That's basically what I say in my preview, which you can check out now on videogameschronicle.com. But basically, the past few Forza Motorsport games have been pretty underwhelming. And like you say, this started as a spin-off, and now like this is the one that everyone looks forward to. And for that reason, it doesn't take itself too seriously. If you want to take it seriously and kind of look at the cars and go inside and look at the upholstery, then you can. But for the most part, it's daft slow motion jumps and big splashes through rivers and stuff like this. But very happy with it so far.
Casual asks, maybe this is a difficult question to answer given that it's only a preview, but what's the scope of the game in terms of cities? Is it Tokyo plus nearby countryside?
It's Tokyo and countryside, but certainly not nearby countryside. It's just like we said before, like obviously the Forza Horizon 4, which was set in the UK, you could drive from the Lake District to Edinburgh in about 5 minutes, and that's usually a 2.5 hour drive. And it's kind of the same situation here, where you've got Tokyo City, which is just like a smaller. In this bit, I'm trying to see if I can get from the football stadium to the mountaintop as quickly as possible. So I'll just set myself random wee tasks because I had no missions to do. But yeah, it's the same idea. It's a kind of greatest hits of Japan rather than a one-to-one recreation. So Tokyo City itself is fairly small. It's you can maybe drive around it in like 5 minutes, but obviously then there's a load of wee roads that you can go in between, and then right outside that is lots of kind of rice fields and stuff like that, and then mountains in the distance. So there's a million other places that I haven't explored yet. There's like routes with cherry blossoms and stuff like that, but for the most part it really is like all of Japan just compressed into this kind of map that you can probably drive from one end to the other in about 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. But yeah, nice.
Is the Tokyo Dome in it? Is there a fake Tokyo Dome in it?
Not that I've seen. It could well be. I just haven't found it yet. But annoyingly, at this point, in this preview build, the map markings on the map aren't accurate. They still need to kind of arrange that. So I drove to the Shibuya crossing, and it was just like a little kind of rural area. I was like, well, that's quite nice, isn't it? so I couldn't actually. I struggled to find Shibuya crossing because of. Basically would have had to drive through the whole map and look for it.
It's not full of white people running out into the middle of it before the lights change to do
sadly not, because if it did, it would be foot down and wipers on.
Go at the clappers. Speaking of the Tokyo Dome, Mr. Dave asks, in comparison to 5 or 4, which does it feel more like? Personally, I found the handling between the two quite different. I couldn't put my finger on it. This blows my mind because I could not tell you. I couldn't put a fag paper between 4 and 5 compared to how they handle, but apparently they do.
No, I'm the same, to be honest. I didn't know there's a massive difference between the two, and this feels kind of the same again. So, I mean, I've been playing 5 a lot, so I can't tell you whether 4 was massive difference. It's been a number of years since I played it, but this feels like 5. So if you're fine with 5, you'll be fine with this.
He also asks about the music. Are the stations in this? I imagine maybe not because it's preview.
I got a kind of glimpse at the stations. I think we weren't allowed to capture footage from the prologue, the kind of opening race, and I think that's because there was some licensed music in that. So it looks like there are stations. One of the stations is a Japanese, like sounds like a pop station type thing, and it's got a Japanese DJ, which is good, which is a nice touch for once. There are still some kind of English DJ stations, but yeah, like you say, the preview build, all the music was streamer friendly, so the actual kind of main soundtrack isn't known yet because it's just the stuff that won't get us copyright strikes.
Surely they're going to license a power of J-pop that isn't that expensive just for the vibe. Like that would be brilliant. I'd really hope they would do that because like they have some good music. Like with all driving games, it's very hard to be like, okay, especially in the PS2 era when you had 12 songs per driving game, it was easy enough to be like, oh yeah, the Burnout 3 soundtrack's great because they only had 12 songs. Now when they're doing like 12 stations, of course you're not going to like everything, but I would certainly want to absolutely power down the road listening to some J-pop. Next question. His name is Gio. Says, is everyone overly cheerful again? I like positivity in games, but Horizon is a special breed of overly positive. Is it the same Horizon Festival overarching narrative as the last time?
Kind of, yeah. So there's a lot of kind of, hey guys, welcome to Japan. Yeah. Oh, thanks very much. There's a lot of that. I mean, it's like I say, it's still pretty early. They only played the prologue and a wee bit of the cutscenes. So far, nobody's looking to do like The Grudge, like jump out the window and like that. So like everyone seems quite happy at this stage in terms of being cheerful. It is your typical like hopeless Forza plot that nobody really cares about, where you turn up. I'm hoping that what I've played
some
is
incredible driving here, by the way, Chris.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. Listen, this is unedited, so it's all as God intended. There's a look at this wee bit of cherry blossoms there for you though.
That does actually look very good, fair enough.
The plot is kind of wafer thin, and at this stage obviously, and Playground was promising that, oh, you know, in the other games you start in the Horizon Festival right away. Well, this time you got to earn the right to be in the Horizon Festival. I'm like, I hope there's more to it than that, because I earned that right within 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like you turn up and your pal goes, welcome to Japan, Chris. I've booked you into the Horizon qualifiers and that already. And then like I was about to do the kind of the entry race to get my wristband, and then the demo stops at that point. So yeah,
I've got a reservation at Poke Park Kanto. I was up at 3 a.m. trying to get these. I'll do your races when it suits me, mate. I'm on holiday.
So it doesn't. So anyone kind of who heard what Playground were saying and were hoping that means you start with a kind of an 8 mile type situation where you're an absolute nothing and you work your way up. It's really not that. It sounds like within an hour you're probably going to be just doing what you usually do. We've still not seen any of the kind of mission based thing, you know, like in the last one you had lots of kind of submissions where a Mexican guy would tell you the history of the Mini while you're driving alongside him. I've not seen any of that yet, and that verged on racially dodgy at times, so we'll see how they handle Japan. But
I'm sure it'll be very sensitive.
Oh, of course. But so far none of that yet, but we'll see. So far it does seem very saccharine.
Well, Matt asks, Forza Horizon 5 already looks stunning, but would you say FH6 is a big upgrade visually, both in terms of environments and just how the cars look? Obviously, Forza Horizon 5 was like a year after Series X, 2 years. I feel like it was a little bit after Series X, and that game already looked ridiculous. Like we've got to the point where cars can't really look any better.
No, I know.
Look real.
I was going to say the cars themselves, I can't really tell much of a difference, because listen, I was told to go down this off-road path, by the way, just in case you're wondering what's going on here. Yeah, the cars themselves look as good as they can look. I don't really know what more you can do with that other than putting wee LED lights around the windscreen. But you can tell here the environments look amazing. Like you could drive down to those mountains. Is it in Zelda style? If you see that mountain over there, you can go to it. But yeah, I think it looks lovely. Again, like I say, this is in quality mode, so it remains to be seen how that kind of pairs down when you go into performance mode, because obviously some sacrifices are going to have to be made to get it running at 60, and then obviously you've got Series S on top of that. I dare say with your fancy shiny PS5 Pro, it's going to look even better. But for now, I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I mean, those lovely rolling hills look fantastic, I think. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Good. I think that I remember when whatever Forza came out alongside the Xbox One X. I remember playing that on. My mum and dad had a LG OLED long before I did, and I plugged it into that, and I was showing my dad, and I was like, "Look at these rocks, man! They look real. This is like the best graphics ever." And now we've kind of hit that point again. Next question, King Sedora, you referenced it earlier. Is the drift as heavy as I fear? Drifting challenges are my least favorite, and obviously the connection between Japan and drifting culture concerns me. Is it going to be a much bigger part of the game?
I mean, again, it's pretty early, so you can't really tell. There's not really been. I did one drifting challenge. You know, like in other Horizon games, like challenges just appear as you drive through certain points in the map. So I got a drifting challenge and got like 0 stars. It was pretty tough. It didn't hold back for beginners. Just went, you're shite at this. So I dare say there will be kind of drift style races. They've got these toge or whatever it's called races, which are the mountainside. No, that was perfect 180 there. They've got these kind of togu mountainside races where it essentially is you're driving around a mountainside course, and those are intended to be drifted around to kind of get speed. I've not done any of that yet. There was a Need for Speed game which did a lot of those. I can't remember which one. But I think for the most part, if you hate drifting, I've not seen so far any heavy emphasis on it where it's like Tokyo Drift and you have to do that all the time. I dare say there'll be drifting events at some point, but it doesn't certainly seem to be the main mechanic this time around. It just seems to be like a part of it, like it usually is.
Jamie, we'll close off here because I think this is an interesting point. Does it feel different enough from the last few? With Forza Horizon 5, I was definitely feeling burnt out a bit on the formula. I always felt like there was a bit too many possible things I could do, and the map was just littered with icons constantly. Does it tackle that issue at all and streamline things much?
So far, well, this mascot I'm just about to hit is the one difference I've seen so far. They've dotted little mascots around each region, and they're all based on food from that region. So it's another wee collectible that you can track them all down, hit them. That's really the only difference I've seen so far. To the point of the question,
is one of them a big bag of coolish?
One of them is just a wee rice ball that goes, you shatter through it and millions of rice goes all over this. That's not true. It's so far it seems very much rinse and repeat. Again, like I say, the version we played only has a few races on it and a few little kind of challenges, so the map looks quite barren at this point. There's not a lot of icons on it. I dare say when the main game comes out, that map is going to be absolutely littered with icons, because that's how this game is designed. And also, going from 5 onwards, like, live service is very much a part of Forza Horizon now. You're going to likely get a big chunk of game on day one, and then based on how they went with 5, they're going to keep updating this for years to come.
Seasons change everything.
Exactly.
In Forza Horizon, the rain makes it rain, and the roads are wet. I don't know why I'm doing that voice when the boy that runs. Did you enjoy going up literally that Scottish?
Exactly. But no, not in the trailers. Like, did you enjoy going up that mountain in the snow? Well, try doing it in the rain. So there's going to be lots of that. So yeah, it's clearly a game that's going to have a lot going on, and they've got, like with this new Japan, they've got an amazing new kind of sandbox that you can see the difference. We were in city streets at the start of this video, and now we're up the top of a mountain, which I'm just about to plunge myself off the top of in this footage. And so there's a lot of there's quite a playground, if you will, that Playground Games have given themselves to add loads of events in over the years. So I dare say that at this moment, the main game looks like it's going to be the same as all the others. I hit a rock there, which is annoying. But it seems that over time with the live service stuff, that's when they're going to start introducing hopefully new things, because for now it is do the races, hit the bonus boards, now hit the mascots as well, find the hidden cars, all that kind of stuff. There is a new kind of the estate, which is a wee house that you can decorate in a wee bit of land, but that wasn't in this preview build, so I don't know how extensive that is, or if it's just then bolting on a wee cozy bit just to add a bit of customization to it. It might not be that much, but we'll see. Here's a wee jump here. But yeah, so far I'm very happy with it. It looks to be more of the same, which for a lot of series that would be a criticism, but for a game that I've constantly said is one of my favourite of the generation, like, I'm very happy.
Joint third best game of the generation, I've heard. the 3 Forza Horizon games are right up there.
Game of the forever. I'm up for it. It's more of the same. Sold.
A lot of people are saying is Tetris and Forza Horizon are neck and neck on the list of the top games ever created by man. Well, it looks like the Forza series isn't running out of road anytime soon. Chris, when can you... I suppose when's this out? Soon? Couple of months? I have
early
absolutely
access,
no idea.
I think early access is the 15th of May, and I think it's out on the 19th of May.
Oh yes, of course, because you're taking it way too far and actually going to Japan. So
annoyingly, I will be in Japan when it comes out. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be reviewing it or if someone else in the team is going to be reviewing it. It really depends on when it turns up. But one of us will certainly be giving a verdict on it. But so far, the early signs are good. It just remains to be seen whether it keeps up the pace throughout or whether it starts getting a bit repetitive and the story's terrible and stuff like that. We'll need to wait and see.
The signs are good. The signs are in Japanese. Thank you very much for watching. You can check out more coverage of Forza Horizon on the website, and you can also support VGC on patreon.com/video games chronicle. Until next time, say goodbye, Chris.
Goodbye, Chris. Arigato gozaimasu.
And we'll see you later.
VGC is supported by Patreon. Check out patreon.com/Video Games Chronicle for more podcasts, ad-free browsing and extra content. Thank you for your support.